presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Today we're here at Coyote Falls Golf Club in Grand Canyon, Arizona. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports set to bring you all the action out on this magnificent course. Frank, what can you tell us about it?
Well, we know the Grand Canyon's been there for many years, 17 million years to be precise, Rich, but thanks to our design team from EA Sports, we have a brand new venue. Just over 8,600 yards that'll weave its way across and around the canyon. And of course, the penalty for missing fairways here, well, let's just say canyon-rific if you do miss the fairway.
6 million plus.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
That doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
And right on 145 yards left to the flagstick.
Plus, with Rory, the chat in the locker room, when you hear someone say, I couldn't hit that shot he just hit today, that's when you know you're different.
How about the 2 eagles he made in the final 3 holes Saturday, round 3, on his way to winning the Open Championship in 2014?
That was phenomenal. 16 was virtually unreachable for most of the field. 2 phenomenal shots. And obviously he's in a tussle with Ricky Fowler. And then to top it off, that 5-iron he hit into 18 was just, it never left the flagstick. Yeah, he has that ability just to hit the gas pedal at the right time.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. And so just getting started, even par so far. This is the second hole. It is a par 3, some 285 yards, and Frank, you don't want to get lost there to the right.
Well, that's for sure. It looks like an old ruins of an old fort there. 285 yards though, but we are at altitude, so we can take a little bit off for that. Plus, the green is some 36 feet below the level of the tee, so you can nearly take another club off of that. The 2 front bunkers, they really save you more than anything. And that green, as you can see, is a perfect circle.
That one was running so hot. Second shot coming out of the rough here. How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good.
Even par currently.
Routine stuff for Rory. That's a par. Everything's scary on this golf course, Frank.
You could lay up and just play it as a 3-shotter. Then again, how many times do you get to play in amongst the Grand Canyon? Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. And from the fairway for his second shot here. So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy.
Should be safely on deck.
That will be a great look at birdie. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. Frank should be feeling good after that birdie.
Obviously knows that the game is now in good shape. Let's see if he can add to that. That's an absolute beauty.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank going for 2 in a row now. Oh, man, just slides by. And only a tap in left. Good putt. He has this for par. Did the job right there. Well, Frank, there is a downhill shot, and then there is this at the par 3 fifth.
Big change in elevation. Drop shot par 3 you would normally say, but the length of the hole, around 230 yards makes that a little bit longer than a drop shot. Very, very daunting view. A little oasis surrounds this green here, as well as those 2 bunkers. Long? Well, you don't want to be long, to state the obvious or the inevitable for some.
What was he thinking there? That's out of bounds, and it'll cost him a shot. Now on his 3rd shot after being penalized for going out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break really, Rich, on that last shot. It just got away from him. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
And getting ready for the putt. Well, once you hit double the par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Well, hop on board, Frank, here at the par 5 6th. They're the moving train.
Hopefully it's the birdie train and not the bogey train. The archers, as the train just passes by, they have to also be negotiated. Catch one a little high and maybe a little too good, and you might hit the top of that. Somehow keep it underneath that, and you'll see the hole start to bend to the left. This par 5 is reachable, but it is going to take some doing. It's a rocky road.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Okay, the 2nd shot now at this par 5. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Makes it and moves to 1 over. Now at the par 4 7th hole, this an unusual fairway to say the least, Frank.
It's special. The reason why it's special, because it's shaped like an S. If you play it as a straightaway hole, then you're going to have to stay before that rock crop and then be far enough back that you can at least get over it in a direct line to the green. Otherwise, you're going to need a bit of a cut off the tee, and that would be fairly brave. Easy way, because the hole's not too long, it'd be to lay it up. More difficult, more enjoyable way is to cut it to the right and try and find a gap.
Frank, it really is an ingenious design here. Terrific golf shot, and now that for an easy birdie. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Third birdie of the round. Now to the very long par 5 8th here in the canyon. Just a little 743-yard hole, Frank.
Yeah, that's a first for the books. Remember the US Open at Olympic? When they got a par 5 to stretch to 700 yards. Now, well, easily exceeds that number.
Great lie, and what a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through to putt.
Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Ready to round out the front side on this par 4. It is another steep drop here, Frank.
And this hole is enormous. We've blown past the days of 500-yard par 4s, and we're into the high 600-yard markers, and that green all the way down the end just sits out on the top, on the edge of a cliff face. So a good drive essential here, and, well, close your eyes on that second shot. There's plenty of peril in front of you. The rock on the left, there's that bunker that comes down on the left side as well. And as that hole starts to narrow up, but the second shot here has to be one of the hardest on the golf course.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
That was terrible.
Frank, this is where a round can get away. You've just knocked it OB.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now. So he doesn't want to compile the error.
Can add up quickly, Frank. This already his 4th shot.
Yeah, time to knuckle down. He really wants to hit one of his better shots right now.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Right off the edge. Wow.
That hurts.
Had been feeling so good after that birdie barrage, and maybe just a little complacent, maybe fell asleep.